I don't know if this commands the amount of respect that I'm about to give it, but since we're already talking about it, let's take it completely seriously, and let's try to elevate the discussion to a very bird's-eye academic perspective, to the extent that we, as lay people, can get it to that point, just to make things interesting, just for grins. We know that there are other kinds of monkeys in the New World. We call them New World monkeys, but they're tailed. So we have that. And the Bigfoot would be an ape. It would essentially be a great ape like the humans, just a different branch of that family. And we know that Homo sapiens at one point came across the land bridge and into the Americas, and that was the origin of the indigenous peoples of the Americas. So we know that hominids have made that journey. So knowing that, why wouldn't other branches of the primate family have made the same journey beyond simply Homo sapiens? Like, we know there are Neanderthals in Europe, and there were a lot of them. So knowing that, why couldn't there be some other kind of primate that made it varying distances across Asia? For example, the Yeti was known to have been sighted in the Himalayas. So maybe there were fewer of them than there were Neanderthals. So there's almost a non-existent record for them. And if there is, that it's isolated in caves and deep in forest. And maybe some of them made the journey even further than the Himalayas. Maybe some of them even made it across the land bridge that connected Asia to Alaska. And maybe that is potentially an origin story for these the ridiculous theories.
I think, well, if we're taking it seriously, we shouldn't call it ridiculous. But I think that if you watch videos or if you have any experience with some of the larger primates like gorillas, orangutans, and chimpanzees, you really see that you can see how you could see that there could be something more intelligent somewhere out there. The question is, why would it hide?
In this model.
And how would it hide in this world?
It would be an offshoot of the primate family, in the same sense that Neanderthal is a different kind of ape. Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of primate.
So I don't think it's ridiculous that something like that could exist.
A Neanderthal is not a human, but it's something else, and we know that it could breed with humans. And we have chimps and we have gorillas, which are, I guess it's reasonable to say that they are, in a way, less complicated creatures than humans are. They don't have as well-developed brains. So potentially there could be something between a gorilla and a human, probably perhaps in this wild, crazy idea that I'm outlining that probably isn't new to people who move in this world. I'm sure other people in the Bigfoot community have articulated similar theories because it seems obvious to me.
I'm just amazed that you're carrying this Bigfoot discussion.
And by people in the Bigfoot community,
I'm going to let you talk. You're Kanye.
I mean people at bus stops, and I guess that would be like the hallowed halls of Bigfoot academia. I'm thinking bus stations and the blood bank. So people in those areas, I'm sure this is old hat to them. It's the whatever theory, and but I don't move in that world, so I've never heard of the whatever theory, so this is all just off the top of my head. Why wouldn't there be something between potentially something between a gorilla and a human?
Or a chimpanzee and a human.
And perhaps even much smaller numbers. It didn't flourish even to the extent that the Neanderthals did. And like I said, some of them didn't make it further than the Himalayas, and there's your Yeti.
It's possible, I think, but it's people, again, the question is, why would we not know about them? How would they hide, and why would they hide?
That's a great question. And also, if this did happen, wouldn't there be very numerous skeletal remains? Wouldn't there be some record of them being there?
Well, are we even looking for that? I know a lot of people are.
Some
but
people look for that, and some people find it.
How would you even find it if they were in extremely remote areas?
Some people bury it and then call Art Bell.